Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is action step 3, solve your own problems. If you're new here, my name's Ben and I'm going to start a business. And what I've been doing recently is completing the action steps or challenges from a book called $1 Million Weekend by Noah Kagan. And recently I completed challenges 7 and 8, this week in fact, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So let's jump into it. So challenges 7 and 8 are about idea generation, and I think 9 and 10 are also going to be about that. So after all these challenges, I should have 10 ideas, which I can then narrow down to 3. So challenge 7 is about solving your own problems. So the author poses some questions that can help you to start to think about this, like what's something that irritated you today, this morning? What's something that's been on your to-do list for a few weeks? And so thinking about that, and also thinking about my themes that I came up with from last week, which were sort of sports and fitness and hiking and entrepreneurship, I started to think about it. And the first thing that came to mind was, for me, when I want to do a workout and I have to trek all the way to the gym and maybe get changed and sort of faff around, when all I want to do is just spend half an hour or 45 minutes or even an hour doing the workout. And there's all this extra time involved that I don't want. And one way to solve that could be to do home workouts, but I don't have the equipment at home. And so that sort of generates the idea, okay, what about if I was able to sell home gym packages to people that were looking to save time and work out efficiently? And I had a little look online, but it didn't seem to be the sort of thing I was after, so that could be an idea. The second thing that came to mind was when I do a workout, and I'm always really stiff because I don't honestly spend enough time stretching. And it's because I always see workout plans online that give you the strength exercises, and I also see workout plans that give you stretches. But I rarely see, or I have never seen, a plan that gives you both combined into one workout. And so because I'm always more focused on the sort of strength building exercises, I don't focus on the stretching. And the idea of just spending half an hour doing only stretches doesn't really appeal to me. So maybe I could look at building packages or rather plans that incorporate both of those into one. And then the thing about what's been on my to-do list for ages, I think for me, the things that always end up getting stuck on my to-do list are making appointments. And that's because just there's a blocker right in my head, which means I don't want to call people up to make an appointment. So although I don't know much about it, I'm sure these days it must be possible to make an agentic AI bot call up and make appointments for me. I could just tell it, right, I want an appointment on this day at this time, and then it will do all the work. So that's something I could look into too. So that was challenge 7. Challenge 8 was to find trending products on marketplaces like Facebook and eBay and just searching on Google. And then either see if you can sell those either as they are in a different way or even accessorize them. So look for something that's trending and then say, okay, what's related to that I can also sell that people might also want to buy. And so looking on Google Trends, I searched for sort of home gyms, and searches have increased a little bit recently, maybe less so than they were at COVID times, but they have increased a little bit recently. Which sort of feeds into that gym package thing that I was talking about earlier. But one thing that you're almost always going to want when you're doing a home workout is some sort of mat or sort of a base for your workout. And so I was thinking maybe I could sell yoga mats, and if I was doing them, I'd want like a cool pattern. And when I looked, everything seems to be fairly plain, or there's not like a classy but also kind of cool, funky design that I found. So maybe that would be an idea. And then the next one that I looked at was there are quite a few articles that suggest that resistance bands are growing in popularity in 2025, which again might be due to more home workouts. And maybe I could look at, again, designing those in a fun way. Or the problem that I always have with resistance bands is that I never have anything to attach them to. So maybe I could come up with some sort of device to attach them to. It's very niche, but maybe other people need that. So yeah, those were the 2 challenges that I completed this week to do with idea generation. And next week I'm going to continue with the challenges, which will be 9 through 11. which will generate more ideas, narrow them down, and then also do what the author calls the $1 million test to see if those are ideas that are worth pursuing. I will see you there.